welcome to the Forge Podcast. My name is Nate Smith, head coach, general manager for the West Michigan Ironmen. I am here with the owner, the boss man legend himself, Mr. Mario Flores. We're coming at you from 440 West Western Avenue, Legend Sports Bar, right across from the Trinity Health Arena. And been a couple weeks since we've been here, but here kind of wrapping up the season. We had a great game this past week. We played the Carolina Predators. Final score was a lot to a little, 54
16 maybe.
54-13, 16. What were we just saying? 54-13? Something like that.
Yeah.
So give me your thoughts on the game first before we talk about anything else. Well, you were there.
Yeah, but it was there were some massive hits, I thought, in the game. I mean, that number 5 for the Predators, I cannot believe he got up. He got whacked pretty good a few times, and he got right back up. And so I thought it was a physical game. I think they were going at it pretty good. And there's a lot of stuff going downtown that day. And considering, I mean, I thought we had a good crowd considering there was, 3 or 4 things
it was
going on at the same time.
It was packed down here all day long. I mean, I was down in the arena at 8 and 11, throughout the day down here, and there was a big pride rally going on, a whole bunch of festivities around
the
that.
Pub Pedal, and then the
Pub Pedal,
Van Dyke Mortgage concert series with the Legacy Project.
Who's sponsoring that?
Well, Van Dyke Mortgage is one of many sponsors, but the project, the Legacy Project by Terry Puffer, he did an amazing job and his crew. And that concert, I guess, was really, it was a good turnout. I didn't get to go because we had the game, but I'm looking forward to this week there. It's classic rock, baby.
Free concerts, Saturday nights down at Hot Rod Harley. Definitely worth coming down and checking out. Friday night, parties in the park.
It was packed, from what I understand
down over here
from
at Hackley Park.
Officials. That was probably one of the most beer sales that they had, and people just in general. It was packed down there. Yeah. Again, Van Dyke Mortgage was part of that, and it was just good to see people come out.
I think beginning of the summer, Muskegon, everybody wanted to get out. Weather was really good, a lot of stuff going on. So, yeah, that energy definitely carried into the arena and the crowd that we had there. It was good. So, so Predators came from Carolina. A lot of local talent was on their team. They picked up some guys from the Detroit area, and player for player, I thought they had some guys. They had some dudes that could play.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I think, obviously being a team that have been playing together all year was, an advantage to us. But there were some big hits. I mean, I think, Sauce had, Ryan Williams had some major hits on kickoff. He had a couple big ones.
He's been doing that all season. I keep looking back, and it seems like he's got
their textbook. Like
nothing dirty. They were all clean shots.
The one, we were on the sideline. Obviously, we just scored, so we're kicking off. I said, I'm going to watch Sauce this play. And then Coach Ring was sitting next to me. We were watching, and he came down, ripped through a block first, and I thought, I'm not going to get a big hit. And then he came across the field and just smoked that dude. Like it was crowd went pretty crazy. It was a big hit. Josh Holly had a pretty good hit at one point in the game. And then, one of the other ones that stood out to me, Kerry Morrow had one at the end, which was good because they were chirping him a little bit on the sideline. He likes to talk a little bit, so they were chirping him, telling him he was soft, and then he about put that guy 6 feet deep. It was pretty good. It was good. So, how about our play? What do you think about the way the Ironmen played? Anybody stand out to you?
I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Tyler Thaler did a pretty good job. I was telling some of the sponsors, like, hey, how are we going to do without Carter? I'm like, well, we were down a few guys other than him, and for good reason. And I would have bet the farm that he would have done more with his legs. But he was throwing, in my opinion, I mean, I'm not the coach, but he was throwing some darts that I couldn't believe. I mean, we're right there. And he started placing the ball better than I've ever seen him do it before. And, it was good talking to him after the game because, I mean, I think he really enjoyed himself and thought he did well. Yeah, the team did well.
He did a great job. I think I was talking to one of the reporters after the game, and they asked me, having him step up, were we surprised? And, it's one of those things as I was talking and thinking through it, he's been around the last 3 seasons. He knows the offense, knows what's going on. He missed a few deep balls that are going to be more chemistry driven, but some of those balls he threw were lasers, and they were like right in that window where they needed to be. And I think that's just because he knows the offense and he's got some confidence, and he can zip it. He's kind of a little bit of a Brett Favre back there. The gunslinger, I think,
He loves to run, but he did not do that this
No,
game.
he did a really good job. I thought he played really, really well. So, great victory to finish the season off, and a lot of good time down there. I don't have any stats from the game, but I don't think they're anything that's incredibly enlightening or entertaining for sure. Mm-hmm. I know we had Jerry had a touchdown. He had a nice one-handed catch. It was pretty sweet. Sterling scored again. It's not being a story anymore.
I hope we get him back next year.
He does it all the time. We'll get him back.
He's good.
We'll tell about all the terrible things he does in the offs, at practice, and nobody will want to have him on the team. No, he is a very good player. I hope we can get him back too. But I think he's got a bright future in indoor football ahead of him. He's been tremendous for us as a rookie. So, any thoughts on the entire season as the competition piece comes in? We're going to be transitioning as an organization into off-season things, and there'll be a lot of stuff going on. So you'll be able to see us downtown at different events and a lot of stuff going on year round. But what do you think? If you could, let me do this. If you could sum up the season in one word, let's do this. We'll do it in sections. How would you sum up the play of the guys in the field in one word, and then you can explain why you chose that word?
Ooh, that's going to be tough because I have a lot of words. But I would say they were consistent. They did their job, and they stepped up, I thought, to the level of their competition. And you bring up a good point. We have a lot to talk about in the offseason to making a transition. We've tried hard to get a good league together and bring in talent. And we're a pretty good team. Our defense is outstanding, and our players are here. They're committed. But we have to get to that next either level or say what we're doing. And I want West Michigan Ironmen football to be around. I know a lot of people do. We had a lot of great sponsors this year. I know that's a lot of words, but I'm really proud of this team and this organization. We've been here now 7 years, and we're still the only arena football team in Michigan. And, we're on that cusp if we're going to have to make a decision of the league.
Yeah. Yeah, I think consistency is a good word. I think for me, if I had to answer that question in a way of what is one word that I think embodied the way our guys played, at first thing I just had fun came to my head. I thought the guys had a really good time playing this year. A level of passion, that kind of a thing. And those are kind of cliche words around football, but I thought there was such a different vibe at practices. There was a different vibe at even, at camp. The guys really enjoyed what was going on. I think part of that is coming out of a, back-to-back kind of strange COVID years. Guys really enjoyed being out there, but even the new guys that were on the team, I think they meshed really well. And so guys had fun. It was fun to coach. It was fun to watch them play. So that would be kind of my word, I think, is if I looked at the way that the guys played. And I think you were hitting on a little bit, if you had to take an additional word or additional way to talk about how about everything else that goes around the game, like our sponsors and the energy and that kind of stuff. If we talk about just the play, now let's take it to as far as everybody else that goes into making an Ironman experience, the Ironman experience.
I would say committed for sure for our sponsors. Last year we thought we were really, we're on the right path and everything was coming together. We had great sponsors last year, and we have great and outstanding sponsors this year. We're ready to take that challenge, and then with COVID and then teams bowing out, it was crazy. And I was disappointed last year because I thought we were, not that we didn't take away from doing something special, we went undefeated, but I don't think the sponsors got a full deal last year. And the ones that are with us now, I thought they were committed, they had fun, and I know that they're getting business out of it, and it was just a big, I don't say party, but it was a big gathering place to where we could do business, still have fun, be entertained, and I thought that they were committed, and a lot of our sponsors are asking what's next for next year.
Yeah, I would say for me, I felt like this year that sponsor piece and the fan piece, the Iron Nation piece, and even our staff that helps run the games and do stuff, felt like it was a much bigger team feel this year than in the past, and I feel like that's from our sponsors especially. the way that they're involved in what's going on, excited about what's taking place, working with each other, helping each other out. Like there's like, it's not, hey, this transactional piece of sponsorship. Hey, we're going to give you guys some money for uniforms and you're going to advertise for us. It was, like, we're in this thing together.
It was definitely more.
That's cool. I mean,
intimate too.
Yeah, intimate. That's a sexy word for you to
bring
bring
up.
up.
Grey's Anatomy, so
I know you do.
I've learned a lot from
McDreamy. So, yeah. So, final thoughts on the 2022 season.
It's summertime and we need to move on. And I don't think that our guys. I think our guys are good. Our sponsors are good. I don't know that. Now like you said, the weather. There is just a ton down here going on in Muskegon where our fans need a break too. I think, and I think everybody's happy. Yeah,
I would agree. I think it was a great season. Obviously, we'd love to have some more games and some different competition, and we've alluded to that. And I think at some point, maybe one of these podcasts, we'll walk through what a week looks like, trying to get competition here and trying to get teams to be to get them vetted, find out what kind of competition they're going to bring, the kind of team they're going to be to show up with, because it's a lot of work. It is a little bit of a pain in the butt sometimes. When you're in a league, you have somebody that kind of oversees all that stuff. We started off in the APFL, and I guess we are in the APFL, but
and we had 7 teams that we thought were vetted, and they there was a lot of big talk going on and good. It looked like it was going to work out and everything was going to be good, and we're all going to be at the same level. Charlotte, and us were, by far the team that stood at the end, and the other teams just faded, and for whatever reason,
it's tough.
Couldn't make the commitment.
You're right. There was a period of time there that we were like, man, this is going to be great. There was a team in the Jersey area. There was a team out in Vermont. There was a team, from Pennsylvania. There was a team from another part of Pennsylvania, and then so. It looked like, and all the teams had history, and they had great coaches and a great organization. I know the coaches that were on some of those teams were great coaches, and so we're looking at having a phenomenal season. What we kind of plan on, and then what has kind of been the MO for some of these leagues is they don't get this deal done, or they don't get this, and it's frustrating. And we appreciate the Iron Nation sticking with us because we understand the frustration because we feel that same thing too.
Mm-hmm.
So. I can tell you this without giving away kind of what direction we're going in. We have already, I don't think, I do know exactly. It was like Sunday, 12:30. We started talking.
Yeah.
You gave me a call, or I remember what we'd start talking about. Hey, we automatically start downloading what just took place the last game, but the conversation immediately went to how do we build the team? Who's, what are we at? What is going to go on? What kind of league are we going to be in? So, we're here. I think when you said consistency and you talked about having a team that's been around 7 years, that's pretty rare. That's pretty rare, and especially the stuff that we've had to deal with. And so I hope that we're a reflection of the community here, the resiliency in Muskegon, and the ability to stay passionate and stay focused and keep moving forward, and take the punches that come, and we just keep going at it. And I think that's been our story here in Muskegon. Like. It's been ups and downs, and there was a while that, as a community, we're getting punched in. But now, man, if you have not been down here in the last 2 to 3 years, you have no idea how amazing things are. And so I do feel there's a piece that we're pretty reflective of that kind of stuff too. So, yeah. So I guess that's it for that segment. I guess right now we're going to take a break, and you'll hear from one of our sponsors, and we will be right back.
Dyke Mortgage, we started 1987, July of 1987. The company was founded here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We recruited Mario in to join our company as one of our branches to serve the Muskegon community. He has grown to 5 locations, serving people up and down the lake shore.
A lot of companies, they're sometimes in it more for themselves and closing that deal for just their monetary reward. And I think with Mario and his company, it's not just that, and I don't know if that always happens in our world.
Welcome back to the Forge Podcast. We are down here at Legends Bar and Grill, 440 West Western Avenue, downtown Muskegon, right outside the Dyke Mortgage Convention Center. And we are here with Mr. William Berry. Harry Berry, I would say. He's got a nice beard, but if he took his shirt off, you would not even know any different. You could get a sweater on, right? Am I lying?
Nice.
No. I'm not lying. Like he is like the Velcro. Kids throw Velcro balls at him. You stick to his back. It's pretty. That's a unique talent. Right? Tell us a little about yourself. Where are you from? How long have you been growing your beard out? When did you get hair on your back?
The hair on my back has always been there. I grew up in Cleveland. I went to high school in Southern Ohio. It was Newcomerstown High School.
Southern Ohio? Like, so are you a Buckeye guy?
Yeah.
OH!
Iowa.
Let's go.
That's a good answer.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
After high school, I started working in a plastics factory and played semi-pro. And got into arena. I played with a team in Pittsburgh called the Berg Defenders. And then
I remember them a couple years ago.
yeah,
Like 2-3 years
they were
ago.
bad.
They were, well, I was.
Are they still around?
No,
I don't think they
thought
made
we
it.
could
I
play.
don't think they made it through the season. No.
not even the first season. But after the Defenders, I started playing with the Union, and that's how I got here. I played against you guys
Yep.
the first year with the Union.
So
That
what
was a
did
good
you,
game.
It was. It was a pretty game. I like BK Dykes. Shout out BK all day. Anyway, when did you start playing football?
I actually didn't start until my freshman year of high school.
Okay.
I was baseball all the way up until then. And Coach pulled me out in a study hall one day, brought me to a football meeting, and I played my freshman
He just
year.
said,
and-
he just said you're playing.
yeah, pretty much.
Good. Did you like it? Were you nervous,
Yeah.
scared?
I didn't really know what position I was going to play, but he threw me on the line and then just went from there.
Yeah. Very cool. So that was at you say Newcomer High School?
Newcomerstown. Yeah.
Newcomerstown High School. How far away is that from Cincinnati?
Ooh, it's a while.
Is it? So
So-
it's like,
It's like 2 hours from Cleveland.
okay, so it's not.
No,
No,
it's
okay.
right by Cambridge.
Okay, gotcha. Just curious. So what position did you play in high school?
I started out at guard and defensive tackle. My junior year, I actually tore my meniscus,
Oh,
so they stopped me from playing defense because they didn't want me to get cut and hurt it again. And I played my senior year at left tackle, and that was the first winning season in I don't know how long for the school, and we
Oh,
beat
that's
our
cool.
rival for the first time in 12 years.
That's pretty sweet. High school football is hard to shake those memories, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your favorite coach, or who was your head coach back then, or what? You have a good line coach, or
Yeah, my offensive line coach was more of like a dad to me, really.
Oh, cool.
Coach Smith and Coach
There we
Smith.
go.
Yeah. He
Probably my relative.
he taught me a lot of lessons that I still use now between football and life.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Very, very cool. So when did the baseball career end when you started playing football?
Yeah,
It was done?
Yeah, it was.
You
over.
sucked, didn't you?
No, I was good.
What position did you play?
I was a pitcher.
Oh,
Everybody
nice.
was a pitcher.
I'm left-handed.
Oh,
So how slow did you throw?
Oh, not at all.
Oh, okay, everybody.
I'm left-handed, so I like to hit them at the plate and then pick them off first base.
Yeah.
So,
When I was a freshman, we were playing Rockford High School. I went to Jenison High School, which means nothing to you, but we were playing Rockford High School. I'll never forget it. We had the first time I ever saw a left-handed pitcher, and like I didn't get picked off, but I don't even know if I got on base. But like we had like two guys picked off in the first inning, and Coach Champion, who's one of my favorite coaches of all time, he pulled us in the dugout, and nobody's able to lead off. Like none of us were out to lead off the entire time. He was so pissed because we had no idea what to do. It was like kryptonite, man. So yeah, left-handed pickoff move at that age is it can be pretty impressive. So what do you do outside? What kind of hobbies you do? What do you do outside of football, outside of life?
I spent a lot of time with my brothers. I mean, I've coached them since they were peewee, and my youngest brother just graduated high school
Okay.
Saturday,
Oh, cool.
and my middle brother, he's going to Bluffton right now. He's playing linebacker at Bluffton.
Oh, very cool. So just the two brothers?
Yeah,
You're the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Oh, you're the oldest, huh? Very cool. And so how about you got a significant other out there,
Yeah, Macy. She's
Maisie?
yeah,
So you're
she
off
actually-
the market?
Yeah, she actually just got a job up here, so we're
Oh, very
well,
cool.
congratulations. That's
moving up
awesome.
here.
Now you're moving up here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, we got stuck with another one. No.
That's good.
So yeah, let's talk about that. What do you think about West Michigan? I mean, what did you know about it coming in? What did you think about it coming in? I mean, you obviously came here for a game, but like knowing the city, knowing everything that's going on, tell us like what were your thoughts coming in, and what are you thinking now about obviously you're here and you want to stay here.
Like the scenery was beautiful, and it still is. But the thing I like most is like I said, I went to high school in Southern Ohio. We were like Division 7, small town feeling, like everybody knows everybody. That's got to be my favorite part about here.
Yeah, it is cool. It is kind of like we were talking earlier about our sponsors and our fans. There's a definite level of, hey, we're all in this thing together around here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that is unique because it's a pretty good in Muskegon area, and you know the Lake Shore is a pretty good size area, but having that feel it is pretty cool. So, any other questions you've got for them, and we'll hit them with the 20.
I mean, how did you feel like, you know, getting in there and, you know, starting this week?
I was definitely sore on Sunday, but it was
You played very well. It was fun to watch you.
It was great getting out there and actually.
And I would say you have improved throughout the year. You know what I mean? I think you've gotten better and better each game. Because I don't know if you dressed the very first game, did you?
That was the only game I didn't.
Yeah, so I think, you know, you're somebody that has shown improvement. And I know we taught you asked me one time after practice things you got to get better at. And
I give a lot of credit for that to D. White. Like since I got here, we got here like the same week, and he took me right under his wing. And when I talked to you, we went to the gym the next day, and we consistently worked on that.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He is.
That old D. White. And there's a nice article written on him out there.
I haven't read it yet, but I'm like, hey, what happened? What's going on? And so I can't wait to read it.
Yeah, he's a good cat, that Dyron White. Okay, so we got 20 questions for you. And you're going to go in rapid fire. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm recycling some questions because I forgot to write down 20 new questions. So those of you that have faithfully watched our podcast, which is maybe like 3 of you, I'm just kidding. We know our views are way over 20,000. It's all my mom down in Cincinnati. We're going to recycle these. So you can literally, we're not going to waste any time. Okay, so I'm going to give you a question. You've got 2 seconds to answer. If you don't, Mario's going to pick out your answer. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Starting right out of the gate. What size shoe do you wear?
12.
What's your dream vacation spot?
Florida.
Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Vanilla.
Who's your hero?
My dad.
What superpower do you wish that you had?
Fly.
To fly? Okay. Who is going to play William Barry in the William Barry story?
Adam Sandler.
Adam
I thought
Sandler.
Zach Brown. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Who's playing your love interest?
Next question.
Oh.
Hey, he's a lineman. He's good. I like that.
Is that just because you don't want Macy to get upset?
Yeah.
Does she know you have a Roseanne Barr crush? Okay. Nobody knows who that is.
I do.
You do. Okay. What's your favorite beverage?
Sprite.
Sprite. What is a pet peeve that you have?
I don't really have any.
Getting asked dumb questions. Who's your favorite teacher?
My English teacher from high school, Mr. Sigovic.
Mr. Sickinga?
Sigovic.
Sickovic?
Yeah.
Shout out, Mr. Sickovic. If you had $1 million, but you could not spend it on yourself, what would you do with it?
Give it to my family.
Give it to your family. What's your favorite movie?
Waterboy.
Waterboy? Okay. TV show that you could watch over and over?
The Ranch on Netflix.
The Ranch? I haven't heard of it. Oh, wait, is that the one that's about arena football?
No, that's it's Ashton Kutcher.
Okay.
It's got some football in it, but
Okay.
not a whole lot.
Gotcha. Maybe he just wore a Bloomington Ned shirt in it once. Is that what it is? Okay, gotcha. Okay. Which teammate do you think is the toughest?
V-Bosh.
V-Bosh. Which teammate has a screw loose?
Carrie.
Carrie Morrow? Okay. You live in the Ironman house. Who's the biggest slob in the Ironman house?
Oh, I'm not getting involved in that one.
Well, I think you got thrown under the bus before.
Yeah, I know. Because Holly did that, but
Who's the biggest slob? Come on, throw it out there. They're not going to watch it. Until I call them and tell everybody, hey, get together and watch the podcast.
I don't know if this guy plays on the team. Maybe that's the biggest slab.
I'm just gonna say Holly because he said me.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay. If you could be a pro in any sport, what position, what team?
Baseball pitcher, Cleveland Indians.
Who?
Indians.
The Guardians?
God, yeah.
Come on, man. This is 2022. What is your go-to meal from childhood?
Tacos.
Tacos. What is something your mom made growing up that you did not like to eat?
She would soak chicken in cream of chicken soup and put it in the crock pot. I don't like that.
Crock pots are dangerous. Crock pots are dangerous. What do you want to be remembered for?
Being a great teammate and just a great person on and off the field.
All right. Well, that's my 20. You're on path for that. All right. So now you get to ask us 10 questions.
I have them already out.
Somebody.
He was quick.
Somebody's kind of spicy in that beard. How long have you been growing out the beard?
Oh, I haven't shaved all season. I'll take it off my neck and stuff, but that's because it grows all the way up to my eyes.
Does it grow quick?
I don't doubt that.
Does it grow quick?
Yeah, it'll grow back real quick.
Doesn't surprise me.
So,
all right, so you can choose which way you want to go.
This one's actually for both of you.
Okay.
Where do you see the Ironmen in the next 5 years?
Here.
I see us at Trinity Health Arena on
Trinity
Van Dyke
Health.
Mortgage Field, dominating all that dare enter the Foundry.
For you.
For me, okay.
What are your main goals with coaching this season?
At Fruitport, in all honesty, it's to get the most that we can out of our guys. Maximizing. I think in years past that we've achieved more than maybe what we've thought we could do on paper, and I think that's really exciting for me. Developing our staff is one of my goals this year. Kind of feeding into them, and in turn that feeds me and gets me to be better. But as far as tangible goals, we obviously want to win the conference, we want to make a playoff run, but ultimately the bigger picture is at the end of the year say, dang, we were better than maybe people thought we were on paper, and people think we're going to be pretty good. I think we're going to be pretty good, so we got a challenge for us.
What are 2 things you would change about this season?
2 things I'd change about this season. Pretty easy. I wish we had better competition, more consistent competition, and no disrespect to the teams that came up to play us. No. I have mad respect for them that they would come up here and try to get after it and do that. Like I really, really do. Met some really great guys. So I think that's one that I wish we could change and have better competition, and I wish we could have our season a little bit longer or a little bit sooner maybe. Start on the front end a little bit. Like we were talking about earlier, the weather gets so nice down here and there's so many cool things going on. And to be another piece of those, it's awesome and a privilege to be a part of it. But, we want to see that place packed, So I would say those 2, if I could change those 2 things, which we're working on, we'll make it happen.
So my next one's for you, Mario.
Yep.
Even though I kind of already know the answer. What was the most memorable moment from this season?
From this season?
That's what I figured.
Competition.
You mean the American Idol audition that was right over here?
What is your dream job?
What is my dream
If
job?
it wasn't this.
I would say being a head football coach, like full time, or leveraging myself that I could be in those type of positions to influence people and try to lead, So either that or a male stripper, but I don't see that going anywhere. I'm just kidding.
That's some night tracks. Night tracks we can hook up with him.
Who was your childhood idol?
Rocky Balboa. Well, on the screen, but I had a coach, Larry Rieger, that took me under his wing, and I would like to say he grew me, probably even part of my feistiness, probably, and passion about what I do.
How long have you been coaching? Just overall.
In general, how long have I been coaching? Ooh, I'm old. I took a hiatus when my kids were kind of growing up, but it's been since it's probably the last 17 years straight, 17 years. And then before that, I did like 3 years. So, well, wait, no, more than 17, 18, probably overall, probably 23 years. But the last 19 have been pretty consistent. Because we're 2022, right? Yeah, it's been 20 years.
How did you end up with the Ironmen?
How did I end up here? Through a friend of a friend. The very first owner, one of his mentors was a guy that I worked with and was kind of connected to. And he said, hey, you need to meet Nate. You guys have very similar visions. And so met up with him, and that's how I kind of got on board. And initially it was talking about coaching and doing some different things. And I wasn't in a place where I really wanted to learn the indoor game, that learning curve. And so we ended up finding a different coach, and I was general manager at the time, helped build the team. And then as we moved to transitioned, I went into that role, because helping build the culture and what we're trying to do is kind of one of the things I'm passionate about.
So the last one's a two-part. What are the similarities between coaching indoor and outdoor, and which do you like better?
I don't, as far as the game, if we're talking the game, coaching indoor and outdoor, coaching outdoor is more fun because there's a lot more variables. The indoor game, there are variables, and there's some scheming and stuff goes on, but with the limited defensive rules and the limited offensive rules, there's not as much freedom to do things, So I think that is different, but they're so dynamically different, the types of people that I work with, high school kids, to watch them develop and believe in themselves and encourage them and empower them it's awesome. The growth that they have is tremendous. Working with you guys, there is some of that piece that's there, but really it's more about chemistry and getting guys working together, because the guys that show up are guys that we know are going to put the work in. You know what I mean? And so it is really encouraging to see somebody like you grow over the season. That's pretty badass, in my opinion. We see that in a lot of our skill players because the indoor game is so different, but that change is not maybe as dramatic as in high school, And like I love coaching high school football. Like it's easily one of my favorite things to do. I love working with the guys I work with. I love our staff. The kids that I work with, they're special.
That was all.
That's it?
That was all. That was 10.
That was 10. That was probably 11, but it's all good.
The last one was 2 parts, so I guess it could be 11.
Okay. Wait, we are going to take one more break. We're going to come back. We have got the Name That Tune Challenge between Mario, defending champ, because last week he whooped the snot out of those guys last week, and Mr. William Berry. Today's playlist is all EDM, so we'll see how that goes. Just kidding. Just kidding. I think we have Forge Country Hits, so we'll be right back.
You know that while necessary, technology can be confusing, complex, expensive, and a frustrating endeavor. Catchmark Technologies can help make that technology simple and clean so that your business can easily get its product or service to the market. Whether you need technical support, structured cabling, camera systems, cybersecurity, or digital media advice, Catchmark Technologies is your one-stop tech service shop. Shoot us a call at 616-384-4616, visit our website at catchmarkit.com, or stop into one of our offices in Grand Rapids or Whitehall. Catchmark Technologies, West Michigan's technology problem solvers.
And we are back for our last segment here at the Forge Podcast. We have Mr. William Berry with us, offensive lineman, number 52.
Yes. I wore 3 different ones.
Wore 3 different numbers. His number don't matter. He's a dog. So William Berry, center, offensive lineman for us, and boss man, owner, provocateur, defending and Name That Tune champ, Mario Flores. So rule is this. I'm going to give you this. Since our last season podcast, I'm going to give you 2 little playlists. This is a bonus playlist. This is my playlist that is called GOAT. So it's only like GOAT songs for me, which is greatest of all time. Okay. So it's not Tom Brady.
I might have a little edge on you on that.
So I'm going to give you 3 out of my GOAT here, and then we'll see if you can get and then we'll go into we're doing Forge Country Hits today. Okay. So here's the first one from my GOAT playlist.
Lionel Richie.
That is Lionel Richie. It's actually the Commodores. Sail on. But I'll give you that. Do you have any clue?
No.
See, because you're not cool, man. You ain't cool like that. All right, here we go. We'll find one other one here. This is one of the greatest songs of all time. Okay, we got to stop that or we don't get in trouble.
You want to try? I'll
Right
give
turn?
you.
I don't even know. I don't even have a guess.
Lionel Richie.
It is Lionel Richie and the Commodores. Easy. Easy like Sunday morning. Come on. Tark.
There's a thing going on here. I'll give you another shot.
It is Lionel Richie and the
Yeah, Brick
Commodores.
House.
Very good job.
Brick House.
Yeah, my GOAT playlist is 37 Lionel Richie songs, which,
That's
you know.
fine.
you
That
wanna-
one I might get.
So anyway, okay, here we go. We are going not hair bands, not 90s pop. Where is that playlist at? We are going Forge Country Hits. Okay, so we're looking for artist and songs. There's 2 points apiece. Mario doesn't get, he just gets the bonus for winning those.
We could be here a while.
Okay. Here we go. There are 9 songs. We'll see what we got here.
Baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down.
I didn't hear you buzz in. Oh, you could have stole it. You could have poached it. What do you got?
Florida Georgia Line Cruise.
Nice. There we go. We got 2 points for Mr. Barry. Here we go.
go.
Song number 2.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Who sings it?
Big and Rich.
Shit.
Big and Rich. Okay, so he is smoking you right now. Hey girl, it's Kermit the Frog here.
Shake it for me.
Shake It for Country Girl.
Shake
Shake
It.
It for Me by
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog. Nope, not giving you any points. It's actually Country Girl. Shake It for Me. Oh, you gonna try it?
No. Who's the singer?
Luke Bryan.
Damn.
Come on. Mario, you should know this is the TikTok. You're all over TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know this from Park?
My girl is banging, she's so the maintenance. Don't need no champagne, poppin' entertainment.
Fancy like.
Fancy Like by
I don't know.
Walker Hayes. Walker Hayes.
Yeah.
So you're still smoking. We're going to double these up here. So Mario trying to catch up.
Where's
But-
the Waylon Jennings?
I
for
thought you
crying
were
out
a
loud?
country guy.
Not
We had to
Sunday morning, man, she woke up.
Luke Bryan.
He was quick.
He was quick and he was wrong. Not Luke Bryan.
It's Luke
Not Luke
Combs.
Bryan.
Bitch
You
in
missed.
the morning, on and on, about the time I
Luke Combs.
I have the name now too.
What is it?
When it rains, it pours.
It does, but too bad you lost.
Yeah,
That's
I
2
know.
points for Mario.
Yes.
All right, 2 songs. So then I'm not even going to do this one because none of you guys are going to get it. So, but this one we might.
Zach Brown.
It is Zach Brown. What's the song?
woke up, I like to see the sunrise. See the love in my woman's eyes. Feel the touch of a precious child. And know a mother's love. Spinning
You got it. Chicken fried. Okay, I think we're tied up. We are tied up. Here we go. Last one. And we are tied something to something.
Tennessee whiskey. Stapleton.
Oh man, I was going to give you one more second.
That is correct. You
You are
win.
the winner.
You won. So Mario,
my
your
ass.
record.
That was Abby's fault. Abby's been singing that for 6 weeks now.
Has he
really?
That's sad.
Oh, nice. Good
Come on,
boy.
Lockup. Is that what you keep calling him? Shut up. Just kidding. Hey, Lockup made it into the podcast once again.
every week, I think.
Every week
Yeah.
he gets in here somehow. So, final thoughts. Anything you want to say to the Iron Nation as we wrap this up?
Just get ready for next year.
Simple, clean,
To the
focused.
point. I like it. To the point.
Mario,
I just want to thank you for being on our team, and then now it looks like you're going to be here at West Michigan. That's even better. So you can,
Thank
when
you
you're
guys
done
for
playing,
having me.
you're done playing, maybe give back to however you can, and love to have you around. And I want to say thank you for a good season, and looking forward to next season of whatever we do. And I love our fans, and I love this team, and pretty passionate about it, and I'm looking forward to a good year next year.
Yeah, and I am Nate Smith, your host for the Forge Podcast, and back here in 2 weeks. And hopefully by that time we'll start to maybe we'll have a little plan together, reveal what 2023 is going to look like. If not, we'll let you know kind of how those conversations have gone. And as we do kind of close up this portion of our season, I do want to say thank you to all the teams that came up here to play us, all the competition, the guys that put their bodies on the line, to the team that's out there watching. You guys mean the world to me. You guys challenged me to be a better coach in high school. You challenged me to be a better leader. And I've learned so much over the last 4 years being the head coach. And so I thank you guys so much. And to the Iron Nation, you blow me away. And I've said this before, but when we are at other stadiums and other arenas and other towns, they got nothing compared to what's going on here. And that's all because of you. So thank you very much. Thank you guys for both being here. Stay Iron Strong.